The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
The New York Jets, the New England Patriots, tomorrow night at Jet Life Stadium. The final Jet injury report is out. Jets have some decisions to make. We'll talk about that and much more with Jeff Parles in his weekly spot. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season. We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jet. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jet bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show.
Here we go, Jet fans. Welcome in, everybody. Show number 2 on the day. Thank you again to everyone for helping this channel reach 38,000 subscribers yesterday. And, of course, thank you to everyone for the birthday wishes. I've been blown away with all the tweets, all the Instagram messages, all the comments here on YouTube. Thank you for your support. We're celebrating tomorrow. My birthday party's at Jet Life Stadium. I'll be in L5 before the game. Come stop by. The famous Jersey burn is going down at 6:30, and I'm excited to announce we got a special guest who will be joining us for the burn. Former NFL offensive lineman Justin Pugh will be there doing his thing, hanging out with all the Jet fans. I know Justin played for the Giants, but he is doing a big-time switcheroo tomorrow night. He'll be decked out in Jets gear. He's rooting for the Jets, so he'll be hanging out with us at L5. If you come by tomorrow, you can meet Syracuse legend and NFL offensive lineman Justin Pugh. All right, joining us right now in his weekly spot is one of our favorites. The great Jeff Parles says hello. Jeff, happy Wednesday. Happy game day eve as well.
Yeah, how about that? These short weeks, they get you. They get you. You got to do 2 of these this year. 2 of these before freaking October ends on these Thursday nights. Thanks, NFL schedule makers. But, Jake, it's a pleasure as always. I texted you this morning a happy birthday to you, and I can't wait to hear Bobby sing for you in a little bit. I really can't wait.
He's already on hold, so I'm not going to go to it right away though. All right, I'm gonna try and build the hype and the excitement for Bobby Midnight singing "Happy Birthday" to me. Does that sound fair?
You know, hey, look, Bobby deserves the hype even if he's not singing you "Happy Birthday." So I think building it to a crescendo and then having Bobby hit that peak is really perfect.
There's no doubt about that. By the way, let me say this. SeatGeek came on board this week. They really stepped up with a big-time sponsorship. If anyone needs tickets for the game tomorrow, promo code Jake Asman will get you $20 off your first purchase. So download the SeatGeek app or go to their website. And if you need tickets to the game, there's no better place to get your tickets than with SeatGeek. All right, Jeff, we'll get to the game, but I want to start with the injury report because I think it does give us some ideas on where things stand. So I'll pull it up on the screen, although the way it kind of looks, it's probably not going to be great for people to read. So I'll quickly go through it and we'll just sum up what people need to know. Michael Carter and DJ Reed are both not even listed for a game status. So they're going to play. So DJ Reed, who didn't play last week, Carter, who was a limited participant at practice earlier this week. Mind you, these are all walkthroughs, so it's an estimation for what they would have been if they did a full practice. He's going to play, though. So Carter and Reed, they're in. CJ Mosley, who didn't practice today, is listed as questionable for this game. He told Rich Cimini it's basically a pain tolerance thing. If the swelling goes down enough and he can handle it, he'll play. I tend to lean with not playing Mosley in this game. I just think he's an older player. We're talking about a toe. I think you could beat New England without him. So I'm not saying like you just assume you're going to win, but I would probably take it easy with CJ Mosley. Give him 2 weeks to get ready now. for Denver. And I was impressed with what I saw from Jamie and Sherwood, and I think Quincy's more than capable of holding his own. So what are your thoughts on the injury report and specifically CJ Mosley?
Well, good news on the corners, because what this allows you to do now, if you really want, and again, it is kind of funny. Whenever Eccles seems to have to get pressed into duty, Eccles always makes one big play, like he did on Sunday on the interception, which was a hell of a play. Having your full secondary back, actually, this may sound a little backwards to everyone out there, but it kind of helps you if Mosley's not able to go, because what it allows you to do is New England's biggest threat is still Ramondre Stevenson, who is off to a great start. New England's offensive line is banged up. The left side of that line, their center, all looking like at best questionable for this game tomorrow night. This allows the Jets to stack more guys in the box, make Jacoby Brissett beat you with his arm. The Patriots have the least amount of receptions by wide receivers so far this year. They have been they have been efficient, but not overly effective in the pass game is the best way for me to say it. So, yeah, I again, if Mosley's not there, I would be, I know he's questionable. I don't think it's a good move long-term to shove him out there on a short week with a toe, with a guy who, again, remember, Mosley had part of the reason that 2019 fell apart was Mosley wasn't there. We know Adam Gase was also here, but let's be honest, the defense fell apart because Mosley was not there. He was the best player on the field until he got hurt in that Week 1 Buffalo game. So I would be very cautious, especially the fact that you have an all-pro caliber linebacker next to him who's healthy in Quincy. I would be very cautious in throwing Mosley out there on a short week. If he's not 100%, he still should be able to handle New England without him. And then you have him ready for Denver, who looks every bit as awful as I thought they were going to be going into this season, Jake.
I'm with you. And I think getting Reed back is huge because, I think you nailed it. Like, to me, you got to give New England the Zach Wilson defense tomorrow night. Dare Jacoby Brissett to beat you. Sell out and stop Stevenson. You have the personnel to shut down a New England receiver room that, Jeff, this past week, they had 3 total catches from wide receivers. It was all Hunter Henry. So prepare for Henry, stack the box with Reed and Sauce out there and Carter. You have more than enough in that corner room to be able to slow down and shut down the New England wide receivers.
Yeah, it's interesting because we have seen the Jets struggle covering tight ends, even with the good defense. We have seen that. So it'll be interesting to see what Saleh and Ulbricht's adjustments are because, like you said, 3 receptions last week from New England wide receivers. They have far and away through 2 weeks the least amount of receptions of their wide receivers of Jake 10 through 2 games. Their wide receivers have not caught passes so far this year. And look, I think Jalen Polk at some point will be a really good player. He's just not there yet. KJ Osborne's their number 1 wide receiver. KJ Osborne was a 3 in Minnesota for a reason. So, again, it's slow down Stevenson when they have the ball. And look, I know Brissett was awesome when he was pressed into service by Washington against the Jets in that ridiculous game last year. But Jacoby Brissett's, we know what he is at this point, Jake. We know he's a solid quarterback that is really better served as a top-flight backup than a starter. And the Jets defense should be able to handle that in this game, especially on a short week, especially with a first-time coach. I mean, look, Mayo's done a good job so far this year where they upset Cincinnati. They took Seattle, who I think is a legitimate playoff caliber team in the NFC, to overtime. So New England has looked a lot better so far than I think any of us would have imagined through 2 weeks. But that's because that defense that we knew was going to be solid has been even better than solid so far this year, Jake.
And look, at the end of the day, we're not used to this because it's been so long since the Jets had expectations, since they had a quarterback, maybe ever, like Aaron Rodgers. But when you're at home and you're a 6.5 or 7-point favorite, and it's a short week against a team that you clearly have more talent than, you got to win the game. Like there's no excuse. You have to win the game. That's it. That's the bottom line. They're the better team. They got to get it done.
I mean, it's the biggest favorite the Jets have been against New England since the Tupa game. I mean, it has been that long. That obviously that was not a good day for the Jets because of Vinny's injury. But I mean, it has been a long, long time since the Jets have been this big of a favorite against New England. So, you're right. This is, again, even though the Patriots have been better than I thought they would be, Jake, we're still talking about the 12th best team in the AFC. We're still talking about a team that doesn't really have playoff aspirations that the Jets are seeing on Thursday night. And this is a team that if you are a playoff caliber team on a short week at home, you win this game. Maybe you don't cover the 6.5 point spread, Jake. Maybe you do what you did last week where you scared the hell out of us fans for a whole 60 minutes, but find a way to win a game when you don't have your A game on either side of the ball for the whole way. That's what you got to do in this game. Just find a way to win, Jake. Style points don't mean a damn to me right now. I don't care if the Jets win this game 20-17 or the Jets win this game 31-7. Just find a way to beat a team that you're better than in your building, then get your rest, and then you play, to me, the worst team in the AFC by margin in Denver in your house before going to London for a game that looks a lot more difficult than I think we imagined with how good Minnesota's looked through 2 weeks.
Speaking of London, I will be announcing plans in the coming days for our Saturday night party. That's right. Nice. I'm headed across the pond, baby. Pip, pip, cheerio, Jeff. I'm going. We have a meetup planned Saturday night. It's at a great spot. It's going to be a ton of fun. If you want all the info to that early, join the Patreon, get on the Discord, or I actually made a post separately on the Patreon. But it's going to be a blast. Free event, 18 plus, great spot. It's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for more info on that. Comments and questions, write them in for Jeff and I. Super chats, we'll cut the line. I appreciate everyone tuned in live. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. I'll say it again because I know I'm going to get asked a ton. The post-game show is happening tomorrow night. It's just going to be very late. Very late. Whenever I get back from Jet Life, I will be going live.
2 a.m. Start time, Jake?
It might be. Who knows how the traffic's going to be leaving there. But I will be live at some point tomorrow night, and Joe Beningo will be joining us at 10 a.m. Friday morning before I do Joe's podcast Friday night. So double Joe B for me on Friday, Jeff. Imagine telling 13-year-old Jake Asman he'd be doing that.
The Jets better win the damn game then. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, a lot of pressure.
There'll be a lot of fire regardless, but there'll be a lot of fire if the Jets somehow blow this game. Jake, I just want to go back to last week real quick. I know you've talked about it until you're blue in the face and everything. The Jets had played their C game on Sunday. Let's be real with ourselves. They played their C game. The defense, again, Quinnen, going back and watching the tape, I mean, Quinnen's just getting doubled, tripled. Just really, the opposing teams are trying to make sure he doesn't wreck the game and making the other guys on that defensive line wreck the game. Of course, we saw Solomon Thomas make a few plays. Obviously, we know the JJ injury was a disaster, but we saw Will McDonald finally, Jake.
I'm back, Jeff. Great job hosting the show. Yeah, I accidentally X'd myself out.
I got you, man. Will McDonald looked really good after the injury to Jermaine Johnson. Now, it's not the fashion that I thought Will McDonald would be pressed into having a huge year, but that was a really promising start for McDonald, that after JJ goes down, when I know Michael Clemens is graded out well so far. I still don't see that from watching the film, but McDonald looked like a first-round guy who was ready to take the leap forward in that game on Sunday, and that was critical. I still need to see more out of Sauce. I still think these are the first 2 games of the season have arguably been the 2 worst games Sauce has played as a Jet. So I need to see more out of him. Not worried about him at all, but need to see it a little bit more. Offensively speaking, the Jets have found something with these 2 running backs, man. And if I had any faith in Nathaniel Hackett,
he called a good game, though. Give him credit. He called a good game.
You know what? He did enough. But if the Jets had a high-end offensive coordinator, they would be confusing the hell out of teams with the 2 running backs on the field at the same time, and be doing it a lot more than they probably will do under Hackett. I mean, look, the first touchdown for Braylon Allen was a 2-back set. You get Brees to the other side, you get everyone's attention to Brees, you get everyone away from Allen. Allen, again, it's a small sample size, but Braylon Allen looks like a player. He looks like a legitimate player and a great number 2 option for Hall, because if Hall has any weakness whatsoever, it's the ability to be a battering ram. And Braylon Allen, even at the age of 20, has that ability. And of course, that last drive was the most effective quarterback drive the Jets have had since 2015. So look, again, It's good. It's a game that the Jets would have lost. I said this to you before we got going. This is a game the Jets would have lost 98 out of 100 times the last few years because that Tennessee defense is good. I hope everyone realized that. That is a good defense that the Jets, when their offense really did not show up until the last 4 minutes of the first half, the Jets put 24 points on that defense. That's nothing to bat your eye at. That's a pretty good accomplishment for a team that I think is going to be a legitimate top 12 defense all year long, especially with that talent up front that they have. So again, Jake, this was a win is a win. I don't care that they played their C game. It's a game they would have lost a ton in the past, and they found a way to win it. And we're not freaking out here on this Wednesday, where if they were 0-2, we'd be freaking out, and I think properly so.
Well, think about it. If they were 0-2, there'd be talk this week. If they lose to the Patriots, do they fire the head coach? That would be the conversation in New York this week.
Especially with a 10-day break until Denver. 100%. That would have been a conversation to have.
That's why. Look, if you're the Jets, you look around the league right now, like no one's playing great early. It's hard to win in the NFL. The Cowboys look like world beaters in week 1. They get destroyed by the Saints. The Ravens are 0-2 right now. The Bengals are 0-2 right now. The Rams are 0-2 right now. So if you're the Jets, you've scored 3 offensive touchdowns in each of your first 2 games. You did that twice all last year in 17 games. I don't even think Aaron Rodgers has scratched the surface on how good he could potentially be. But when he needed to be money, he was money, and I think that's encouraging. And I do think tomorrow, Jeff, we're going to see this team throw a lot more because the Patriots, I think, are going to try and stop the run. Rodgers talked about how they need to start fast. I think they're going to give him the reins and let him air it out early in this game tomorrow.
Yeah, I would have no problem with that. And again, just there were a few things that were funky. They were late getting out of the huddle a lot more than they should have been on Sunday. That, again, before what I thought was the most important play of the whole game, which was the 18-yard play to Mike Williams on 2nd and 16, the Jets wasted a timeout because it was the 4th time in the second half they were late getting out of the huddle, which, again, I would imagine that Rodgers and Hackett will have that cleaned up moving forward, but it was strange to see with an Aaron Rodgers quarterback team. A strong start early. That is one thing. Other than that, look, Jake, that drive in San Francisco was awesome in that first quarter. But that's the only thing this offense has really done until the last 5 minutes of the first half through the first 2 weeks of the season. Because that drive against Tennessee was, it started with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first half. They did nothing for about 25 minutes on offense. So having the team ready to play, this has been the case with this coaching staff the whole time they've been around. Having your guys ready to play a whole 60. Which if you play a whole 60 against New England, you're going to win this game by 17 points. You're going to win 27-10, something in that ballpark, because the Jets are more than capable of putting up in the high 20s against New England. And if the defense is right, New England should not be scoring more than 17 points on the high end in this game, Jake.
100%. And really, I think what it comes down to is building a lead early, Jeff, right? Because the Patriots are not equipped to come back if they get down by 10 or more points. This could be a route that you're talking about if they do start fast, the Jets do, and get a lead in this game. Because I just think, I don't know if anything will top what I experienced last year in the home opener when Rodgers, of course, came out, and we all know what happened after that. But I think this crowd tomorrow, the weather's supposed to be nice. It is going to be unreal. And I think the defense will feed off that. Remember, as good as the Jets defense was last year, their worst performances all happened on the road. There's something to be said for playing at home now against an inferior quarterback. I think the defense plays well tomorrow. And if they could get going early on offense, I think it could be a rout. I think it really could be that type of game.
It would be really nice to force an early turnover as well, too.
Yep.
And Brissett's, look, we talked about this last week. We going into the Tennessee game. And Will Levis provided the stupidity also. I mean, the fumble play was as bad of a play the quarterback made all week last week.
I think Buffalo Jet fan called him creatine Zach Wilson, which I thought was hilarious.
He's got more. He's much better than Zach Wilson.
Of course. Of course.
But sure. But no, but I mean, Brian Callahan's going to kill him by the end of the year. I mean, it's already 2 weeks and Callahan can't stand his own quarterback. But no, look, you just hope this is an offense, as we talked about. Hunter Henry's the number one passing target, a tight end, and Henry's not a top 5 tight end anymore. He just isn't. He just happens to be their best receiving option. And Ramondre Stevenson is still underrated, Jake. He really is because of the way he runs, and he's not a huge threat out of the pass game, so people detract him a little more than they should. So we'll see. We'll see. Again, an early turnover off percent, a guy who doesn't turn the ball over much, would really, really be a nice start to this game for the Jets tomorrow night.
Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. There's 400 watching live, only 96 likes. I know we could do better than that. It's my birthday, for crying out loud. All I want is for you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you could be so kind, spread the word. We talk Jets each and every day on the Jake Asman Show, and Jeff Parles joins us each and every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. What do you make of this? So the Pats are going to be starting a rookie at left tackle tomorrow. Starting left tackle ruled out. Starting left guard ruled out. David Andrews, their starting center, is dealing with a hip. Mike Onwenu, who's rumored to be a Jet candidate at right tackle, he's questionable. So, the Patriots offensive line banged up right now. Obviously, this is the Jets' first full game without Jermaine Johnson. We have no idea where Hassan Reddick even is. We'll get to that coming up. But your thoughts on this potential matchup for the Jets front against the Pats, who have a banged up offensive line?
Look, Andrews and Onwenu will I would be stunned if they don't play, especially with what's gone on that left side, Jake. So, well, take advantage of it, right? I mean, we've seen plenty of time. We just get the right guys lined up on that left side, Brissett's backside, and just try just beat them. Do what you're supposed to do if you're Will McDonald or even Michael Clemens. This is not a bad matchup for Michael Clemens as well, Jake. So. And especially, if Andrews is not 100%, maybe this is the game where Quinnen finally busts through and breaks out and has a big game for the
Give me a little Quinnen Williams sack dance tomorrow night, baby.
Yeah, I mean, why not? No, look, we'll see. We'll see how. Again, this is the type of team that this defense has eviscerated in the past, the last 2 years, Jake. This is the type of team they've eviscerated. And I just want to see them. And again, they only allowed 17 points in that game against Tennessee, and it feels like they didn't play all that great. So shut this team down, hold them to under 14. Like if they get 13, so be it. They get 10, great. But hold this team under 14 points. Don't let them in the end zone twice. That's really the biggest thing for me.
I just can't believe we have an offense that I'm like, yeah, they're probably going to score at least 3 touchdowns, maybe 2 field goals.
No, that's the stupid thing, isn't it? Now, like we told, like Aaron Rodgers, and we've talked about this. Aaron Rodgers has been, by Aaron Rodgers standards, fine, average for Aaron Rodgers standards.
I would even say below average for his standards.
For New York Jet quarterback standards,
it's amazing.
It's a freaking bonanza for us, Jake. I mean. But that's the point I was making to you before the season. And I think a lot of people who were outside of the Jet circle were missing with this team. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have to be even 2022 Aaron Rodgers, which was about the 8th best quarterback in the NFL, Jake. If Aaron Rodgers is the 12th best quarterback in the NFL this season, the Jets are winning double-digit games if the defense gets its act together, Jake. That's what has been proven so far through these 2 games where their defense did not play great last week, and the Jets still found a way to win the game, which is something, if the defense didn't play well in the past, the Jets would have lost that game 17-10, 17-7. Actually, you know what? They would have lost 17-12 because they would have kicked 4 field goals. That's what would have happened.
Oh, yeah. Now, it is my birthday, Jeff, and I'm a big chart guy. So how about a positive Jet quarterback chart on my day? Bottom left, you can see why Bryce Young already got benched. Good God. So this is a production-based measures of quarterback play chart. The bottom is a quarterback's PFF grade through the first 2 weeks. The left is EPA and how they do compared to their peers. You could see Aaron Rodgers is near the top of the league. By the way, Rodgers, Darnold, Geno, all in the same area. The Jets are a quarterback factory, baby. Time to change the narrative.
By the way, you pointed it out on Twitter. I feel so good for Sam Darnold because unlike the Zach Wilson situation, Sam Darnold was completely hosed by this organization. If they had hired a real coach, I really do think Sam is still the quarterback of the Jets today. I really do think that, Jake, but that's a different discussion for a different time. I mean, look at that. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is we know even Aaron Rodgers' average is still pretty darn good. We know this, Jake. Which also, by the way, this chart, what a year Kyler Murray's had so far. My goodness, my God. Look at him.
He's been unreal.
telling you, that matchup in Arizona is not going to be easy when the Jets go down there, Jake. That is not going to be an easy game for the Jets.
No, you've been saying it, Jeff. You've been all over that for a while.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous about that one, I will say. Also, low key, the Steeler game won't be easy either because
the Jets should be able to win that game because
they should, but it's going to be gross and ugly. You know, it's going to be like Mike Tomlin special.
What Pittsburgh does, man. I mean, this
I know.
is Steeler team. I mean, there's some people that I respect out here that have overrated the Steelers going into this week, which I don't quite understand. Like, look at what the Steelers did the first 2 weeks. Atlanta didn't have a real offensive game plan. That's why that game went to hell for them more than anything. Steelers didn't score a touchdown. And then last week, Bo Nix is the worst quarterback in the league that's currently starting still. So, man, look, that game will be ugly. We know that. That's what we sign up for when anyone plays Pittsburgh. So that's a game the Jets should win. And that's a Sunday night game, too. That's a game the Jets should win.
You know what won't be ugly? A Hugo House hat to celebrate Aaron Rodgers' 20th year in the NFL. If you want the hat I'm wearing, they just restocked some of them, not all of them. But if you want them, 15% off. You want to get one before they sell out, go to the website right now, HugoHouse.com, promo code Asman at checkout for 15% off. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. We'll take some calls here coming up. Jeff, if you were to basically kind of handicap how you think the game script for tomorrow night will go, what's your best guess how this looks?
How does this look?
Besides a lot of yelling and screaming from a fired up, passionate fan base that's ready to roll tomorrow.
The crowd is going to be electric tomorrow night. That I do know. I will say I'm in a scenario where I think this will be a slow starting game both ways, Jake. I really think the Jet defense will look like the Jet defense we've become accustomed to in this game. And New England's defense is good. And yeah, I know they gave up a lot of passing yards last week to Seattle. They busted that coverage early in the game, and that was a solid 65 of them, the DK Metcalf. After that, New England's pass defense was, I thought, pretty solid last week. So maybe it is, you got to get on the board early when New England's still figuring things out. But look, I think this kind of looks similar to what the Tennessee game was last week, Jake, because I think New England's defense is better than Tennessee's defense, and Brissett is not going to make those idiotic mistakes that Will Levis made. I still think the Jets win, and I still think the Jets win by double figures, but this is going to look ugly early in the game. Jets win this game something in the pocket at 24-13, 24-10, 17-7. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. And the Jets are going to win the game because of their defense more so than their offense in this game.
Hit the like button if you're just joining us. We're talking with Jeff Parles in his weekly spot. Reminder to all the Jet fans, if you're coming to the game tomorrow, stop by L5 and say hello. I'll be there at 5. The Jersey Burn is going down at 6:30. I did Justin Pugh's podcast earlier. He told me that he will be stopping by the Jersey Burn so you can meet Syracuse legend and former NFL offensive lineman Justin Pugh, although he told me he still might play. And I said, Justin, the Jets could use you for some depth on the interior. He's like, Hackett was my OC in college. I know the entire coaching staff. I'm friends with Morgan Moses. I'm friends with Tyron Smith. I'm like, you got to be a Jet. He's like, we'll see. So we'll see about that.
Brought him in last year.
I know. Instead, the Giants did. He was their best offensive lineman straight off the couch.
Oh, God. Well, I will say it is nice. I know it should have been the case for a while now, but watching the Giants just be the dumpster fire that they are is actually quite enjoyable, Jake.
They still kind of get a pass relative to what this would be like if this was the Jets being that bad.
Well, I'm not sure how much longer that's lasting, Jake, because I felt like a lot of things started to turn this weekend with the way they lost to Washington.
My God. That's such a Jet thing to happen, by the way. Score 3 touchdowns, not have a kicker, and then lose.
Wait a second. You thought that in the past, the Jets wouldn't have scored 3 touchdowns. You know that. They would have lost the game because it would have been 13 field goals between the two teams.
That is an excellent, excellent point. All right, some super chats here. First off, thank you to Oscar, who became a channel member. Who's going to make it rain on my birthday, membership-wise? Let's go, Oscar. Appreciate you. The Lup Man checks in. Happy birthday, Jake. Hope you're having a great day. You're the man. I appreciate all the birthday wishes. I really do. People have said, are you having a great day? What are you doing? And I make it very clear. This week is not about my birthday. It's about destroying the New England Patriots tomorrow night. That's all I care about, Jeff.
Correct. That's the correct answer, Jake.
Don Paulie P says, happy birthday, Jake, my Virgo brother. Am I a Virgo? I don't even know what my sign is.
I think you're asking the wrong person on that one, Jake.
Yeah, I don't know. Some date I was on somewhat recently was like, you're this or that. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Can we do a birthday shot tomorrow at L5? Hell yeah. Let's do it, Don. Big fella. Jake, I messaged you on Discord. Yes, big fella, I responded to you. We had two people that, or one person needed to sell their tickets to the Asmaniac Texans game I'm doing. So hopefully, big fella, you could scoop them up. Purple Belt Mike checks in. What's up, PBM? Happy birthday, Jake. Here's a Chipotle on me. Hopefully you don't calm your freaky down tonight. JETS, Jets. By the way, we're smoking the Pats. Jets minus 17.
Oh, some alternate action from Purple Belt Mike there.
Couple things, Mike. How cheap do you think Chipotle is, man? All right, I'm a half chicken, half steak guy with guac. That's $17 now in New York City. But I appreciate it, my friend. You're the best. $9.99 thinking you're covering Chipotle. Yeah, maybe 10 years ago. Come on now. Peter Castro with a super chat. Jets coaches need to focus as much as players. Look, I think tomorrow night, if the Jets could build a lead, it'd be a great sign for this coaching staff. Just start fast. Rodgers is saying that's the emphasis this week. If they do it, I'll really will feel good about this team with 10 days to get ready for Denver.
Yeah, I mean, again, these two games at home, Jake, that should be what you just said should be the big thing. Try to start fast. Again, I don't think it happens tomorrow night. I do think it happens against Denver. I really can't wait for that Denver game, Jake. I think they're just going to run that team out of the building, and it's going to be a nice preparation for London. But again, this is always going to be the question with this team, right? Until we see actual full-on improvement from this coaching staff, there are going to be questions, including for me, Jake. I think that's really what it is more so than anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, Purple Belt Mike is an upstanding citizen. He goes, I thought I did $19.99, LOL. Whoops. Well, Mike, wait till I tell you YouTube takes 30%. I'm just messing with you. Thank you, Mike. You're the best. I appreciate it, man. I'll put that super chat to a good use. Hey, shout out to Ricky NY. He goes, happy birthday, Jake. Ricky, you're the best, brother. We're all thinking about you. We know you're going through just a really tough time with your family. So, we're wishing you the best, my man. Thanks for your support, and please check in with me on the Discord whenever you get a minute. Tristan Oliver says, play my tweet destroying my bro and his team. Play my tweet. I don't know what tweet you're talking about. You're going to have to explain, Tristan, but thank you. Metro Funny says, happy birthday, Jake. Thank you, Metro Funny. I appreciate it. Morning Woody wants to know, they still have those $1.50 hot dogs at South Point, Jeff. Happy birthday, Jake.
Of course they do. They're never going away. Absolutely.
I didn't know this. $1.50 hot dogs?
Yeah. The hot dog cart, cash only, right next to our studio, Jake.
So do you ever have a hot dog during the commercial break?
I don't have enough time during our commercial breaks, but I have been known to eat a hot dog with some relish and some mustard on it at times, Jake.
So you're a big slurper of the dogs, is what you're telling us.
See, there you go. You put the words right in my mouth.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
Good. I will send this. And look, I know, maybe not the right audience, but Vienna beef dogs are quite good, Jake, and that's what they are.
I love hot dogs, so I'm in. Charles Gorman checks in.
Hey,
happy birthday, Jake. Anyways, I like how Charles writes exactly how he talks. I can picture this in his voice saying, anyways, hoping for a Jets victory tomorrow night. Hopefully the team doesn't underestimate the Pats. Look, if the Jets underestimate anyone, they're fools, and this head coach needs to be better. And Robert Saleh and his team are in no position to underestimate anyone when they have not won anything yet. No way. They're going to come out on fire, I think, behind the crowd.
It's always good to see Charles getting in on the action too, Jake.
Charles is on the line. Should we go to him early?
No, you know who you have to go to first before.
All right. We'll open it up now. Comments, questions, super chats. Jeff is 100% right. It's my birthday, as is tradition on the show. The great Bobby Midnight will come on and he will sing for us all.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course. Wow. Even Jeff Parles told you what to do. Put me on first, like you said you were going to in the back. Remember?
Well, he said he liked Charles. So I don't know. I was trying to adapt on the fly. I mean, we watched Aaron Rodgers change a bunch of plays.
I'm going to sing to you a happy birthday song. And Jeff, I want to give you my points, okay, too?
Please.
After I finish singing, okay? Okay, Jake, put me full screen, please.
Okay, Bob, hold on.
Are you doing this a cappella?
Yes. Acapella all the time. No, if I say New York, I need the background music. Okay, ready, guys? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Jake. Happy birthday to you. And I hope you have a great night. How was that?
Bobby, you're the man. That was tremendous. Thank
Michael
you.
says
great,
happy
Bobby.
birthday to you too. Michael said hi and happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Michael. I love the entire Midnight Crew.
He's at work right now. So, Jeff,
Yes.
I told you, didn't my running back look good Sunday?
Braylon Allen.
Yeah, that's
I
what
give you credit. You were spot on there. Yeah.
Well, I think he's like Rondane of Wisconsin. That guy was a beast. And then Aaron Rodgers played a good game. I tell you, he played a great game. And the
Great
defense,
last drive, that's for sure.
yeah, the defense was a little shaky, like you said. But this weekend, tomorrow, I don't think we have to worry about, like Jake and you said, to make sure that we stop Stevenson and make that Brissett throw the ball, which, like Jake said and you said, not very many good receivers they have. I'm not worrying. I'm not shaking in the boots. So I
Do you
think
have
it's
boots?
good.
Do you own boots?
Yep, I do.
Okay.
31-10. That's the score. I think.
Oh, Bobby going with a beatdown.
Yeah,
That's
we're
like
gonna win.
so that's back-to-back Thursday night games that are 31-10 involving AFC East teams. So that happens.
Hey, I got a question for you, Jake.
Yes, Bob.
Who's on every Friday? What happened to Fireman Ed?
Fireman Ed is on every Friday.
Well, you said that he's good. What's his name's good? Oh, it's tomorrow. Joe B's on tomorrow.
Joe B is on Friday morning, and Fireman Ed's coming on Friday afternoon, and Boy Green will join me on Saturday. We had to change the schedule up this week because the Jets play on Thursday.
Oh, okay, I understand. Oh, yeah, Boy Green on Saturday with the dad. I hope the dad comes on.
No, I don't want his dad. His dad's an Aaron Rodgers hater. I don't have time for it.
Oh, yeah, you put him in the what's it called, please?
He's a Cowboys fan.
Oh, yeah, but they got their butts
The leader of the team has opted to go on vacation rather than participate in mandatory minicamps. It's unexcused. So it's something he chose to do without going to work. Jets, in my opinion, can't find him enough for someone that showed up for work 4 days last year.
He has Rodgers derangement syndrome, Bobby. We won't stand for Boy
that's
Green
a
Senior.
deranged syndrome. That's what it's called. Yep.
Remember when Rodgers missed minicamp, Jeff, and the media lost their minds, and it means absolutely nothing as Aaron Rodgers is ripping the souls out of the Tennessee Titans and their fans?
Jake, all I'll tell you is I knew that because, of course, Rich Cimini finally was, or Hughes, I forget which one it was who had the report that he was in Egypt. I knew he was in Egypt even a day before the report came out.
Oh, yeah, Michael got the same shirt as Aaron Rodgers does. The cat, the Egyptian cat. Michael got that shirt from somebody.
Michael has the same shirt Aaron Rodgers has. I love it.
Yeah, the Egyptian cat. Okay. Do you guys ever watch that Taco Bell commercial?
Which one?
With like the guy with the bald head and the glasses eating the taco. You know who he looks like to me? Purple Belt Mike. Is that you in the commercial, Purple Belt Mike? Please answer this question. It's getting me crazy. I asked you twice. You haven't responded yet.
I think Purple Belt Mike actually responded in the chat and said it wasn't him, Bobby.
It was him. It looked exactly like him. The bald head plus the glasses. Okay, it wasn't him. All right, then.
Mike says, no, let me call in.
Okay, call in then. It looked exactly like you.
Bobby, you got to get glasses. Mike already wrote that it wasn't him.
I know that, but it looks like a twin. He could be the twin of the guy, you know?
Pittsburgh Mike says it was me. I think we figured out who it was, Bob.
Oh, it was Pittsburgh Mike. He has bald head. Pittsburgh Mike has hair.
No, it's fake. It's a wig.
Oh, come on. Yo, Jeff.
I love this show so much.
You look like Rudy, like I always said.
Yeah, so I know that's your comp. Again, fat Luka Doncic or Doug McBuckets for me is the
Doug McBuckets. Who's that?
Doug McDermott.
Former Knick legend Doug McDermott.
Oh, okay. Maybe I remember that. Okay, now I know you got a lot of people online, so I just wanted to say happy birthday to you. And did I sing to Tom Mace yesterday on the show?
You did sing the Tom Mace, yes.
Okay, good. I'm all set. Everybody else did I sing to Tom Mace? I forgot I did. So, all right, I did him yesterday too.
Ladies and gentlemen, the star of the Taco Bell commercial, Purple Belt Mike joins us now.
You sure it wasn't you? You sure it wasn't you?
It wasn't me, dude.
Look at the Taco Bell commercial. Looks
Someone
like
send me a link to this. I want to watch it. I want to do a side by side.
That shit, that is so funny.
Don't you look like the guy?
Someone tweet me right now the picture of
Yeah.
the guy in the commercial so I can screen share and show it on the
He's
show.
like the third. It's like the third, second picture in on the when they go.
Oh
to
my god, that is funny. No, I wish it was me. I get some royalties, but no.
That
that's not
was
me.
you. That wasn't you. Don't you look like the guy?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I've never seen it.
Hey, look at that Taco Bell commercial. It has people eating tacos in the park. One
Well,
of the guys.
typically, that's what would happen at a Taco Bell commercial.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
Yeah, I
He's
can't
eating-
breathe.
Yeah, he is. No, you gotta look at it. I know it's on chat. It's on the TV. You know, I can't remember exactly.
All right, I'm out. I'm dying over here.
I'm
Mike,
sorry.
that-
I'm dying too.
Thank you, Mike. All right,
At
Bobby.
least everybody gets to laugh today, not cry. So let's go, Jets. Jets, 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 Jets.
Let's go. It's the home opener, Bob. One more time. Give it to us.
Jets, 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 Jets. How's that?
Let's go. One more. Let's go. Fire me up.
Jets, 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 Jets. How's
Yeah.
that?
Oh, you know I like the Yankees and the Jets. Can't believe Jake and Rogers met. I'm more than just a hat on Bobby.
We have some controversy in the chat right now. We have a chat spammer. Jalen Brunson is watching the show, but not that Jalen Brunson because he spells it differently. Hey, Jake, do you think I should start Baker Mayfield or A-Rod? Now, normally I would have no problem answering this question, but apparently Jalen Brunson has been spamming the chat with this question over and over again. So I'm going to give you a warning, Jalen, because I'm in a good mood on my birthday. But, Jeff, I'll ask you, would you start Baker or Aaron Rodgers in fantasy?
I hate fantasy football.
Mm.
That's my response. I will say I have Baker in one of my leagues, so I hope Baker Mayfield has a big week, and I hope Aaron Rodgers has a big week.
Who are they playing?
Flip a coin. Denver's playing Tampa this week.
I start Rodgers.
It's good matchup for Baker. So
I'm starting
by the way,
Rodgers.
Jalen immediately apologized. By the way,
Oh, did he? Okay, we forgive him. Yeah, he was getting bodied in the chat by some folks, mainly one who makes cookies. Anyway,
Charles now.
Yeah, look, we can see Charles, but hold on. Let me just get a quick super chat catch up here because this was an unbelievable gesture here by the great Peter Castro. $50. Happy birthday, Jake. Eat
go.
well on me. Peter, you're the best, my friend. I heard from Peter on the Jet Roundtable show I did with Richie and Matt O'Leary earlier. And I said, Peter, for my birthday, I want another $500 Alan Lazard super chat, but $50 will do. I appreciate it. You're the best, Peter. Thanks so much. And I can't wait to hear your call after a victorious Jet game tomorrow. Barbarossa says, happy birthday, Jake. See you Friday. JETS, Jets. That's awesome. Jeff, did I tell you I'm doing Joe B's podcast on Friday?
You already brought it up, my friend. Yes,
I
you
did. Yeah, my mind's in the gutter. But for those who are tuning in late, celebrate the Jet win with me and Beningo Friday night if you're in Jersey at the Hackensack Brewing Company. We're going to do a live podcast at 7:30. I'll be there at 7. It's going to be a blast. Mike D's nuts in the house. He says gifts won't load on my PC, but happy B-Day. Could someone gift the membership and see if it's broken? If Mike D's nuts can't gift memberships, that is a major problem because YouTube needs to get their act together. Thank you, Mike D's nuts, though. You're the best. Appreciate the support. Dr. V-Man with a super chat. Hey, Jake, happy birthday. The doctor's about to prescribe some memberships for your birthday. Guess what? Memberships are, in fact, working. We just got a 10 spot of channel membership.
Show me the money. Show me the money! Money.
All right, here we go. 10 spot right now. Dr. V-Man, Celso Porto. That's our guy, Jigga. Anthony Wright, War Dog 2.0. Dean, Jet Set Fool, Tristan Oliver Photography. Boom. Oh, wait, we got more. Holy hell. Rafael Ramos, Dan Hillis, Hughes Johnson. What a name. J-Rod, Brandon Halem. Are you seeing this, Jeff? It's exploding. Freddie McKnight, 5-spot, channel memberships. Just like that, it is all happening, Mike Green. Here we go. More memberships. Brandon Halem, David A., D-Cat, Luis Casaquillo, Chiefs fan. Chiefs fans call yesterday. That was an all-timer. What else we have here? Stack gifted a membership. It went to Chiefs fan. There you go. All the membership names are kind of blurring together. But thank you to Freddie McKnight. Thank you to Dr. V-Man. You guys are awesome. Glad memberships are, in fact, working. Georgie says, get some extra guac on me. Happy birthday. Thank you, Georgie. I appreciate it. All right. Are you ready for Gorman?
You got to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charles, Eugene, M. Gorman.
You'll never get my chicken soup recipe. I'm not saying that Lowski takes steroids. Need some of it. Hey, Charles! Who is that lovely lady? Sing it this way, Charles!
Hey, guys. How are you?
Hey, Charles.
Hey, Charles.
Happy birthday, Jake, once again.
Thank you, Charles. I appreciate it.
So, yeah.
Please don't be telling people where you're going and what you're doing.
Charles,
Yes.
you called into the show.
I know. I was trying to go in to say something before my mom interrupted. I'm really looking forward to this game tomorrow. I really am. I really like to see the character of this team, see what the players are made of, what the coaches are made of. As my father discussed this while we were on our way home, if
Dennis,
they don't make any adjustments or they don't come up with a proper game plan, something's off with this coaching staff, especially with the head coach. I know a lot of people still like Saleh. I know there are those like myself and my father who are uncertain of Robert Saleh. This is one of those character-defining moments for the team and for the coaching staff. I mean, I know a lot of us Jet fans want us to beat down the Patriots, but let's be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if this Patriots team irks out 6 or 7 wins this year.
Now, Charles, couple points here. I noticed you shaved, which is not great because Charles had a beard when he called into the postgame show after the Jets won on Sunday. And I said, Charles, you got to keep the beard going through at least Thursday, and you shaved the beard. What happened?
I chose to shave it because I wanted to.
Yeah, but are you not superstitious? You not understand what's on the line? I'm not sitting with Neil at this game. I gave my ticket to Rob from Glenhead just so we didn't have to potentially.
I'm not really much of a superstitious person, so no.
I see. Well,
I'm with Charles on this, Jake. I'm with Charles on this.
Are you? Okay. Well, Charles, let me ask you, what's the food spread situation tomorrow? Have we figured that out?
No, I haven't figured it out yet. But anyway, it's going to be a good game. I mean, I know the Patriots aren't great offensively, but they have a good rushing attack. Ramondre Stevenson's a stud. I like him. Antonio Gibson is a good running back. He had a good career with Washington. There's a good chance the Jets might use Brendan Allen more considering the injury to Breece Hall. And I'd like to see Isaiah Davis on the field as well. And maybe, just maybe, I know this may be shocking, maybe Israel Abanikanda.
He's going to be inactive. He's not playing.
Probably, but I'm just throwing things out there for fun and games.
Charles, is there any chance you would put on the Jake Asman Show tank top on my birthday? The Charles Gorman, as it's known as.
Nah, not today. I'm sorry, but I damn wearing a tank top on her.
How come?
I got somewhere to be later on tonight.
Well, why can't you just put it on right now?
Because it'll be a wasting clothes.
Well, you don't have to leave it on. Just put it on for this call.
It's fine, Jake. I think you can live without me putting on the tank top. And we want to give you a huge shout out. Happy birthday, Jake.
Birthday. No, it's only my birthday once a year, Charles.
I know, but happy birthday.
Thank
Wish you many more years of good health and fortune. May God bless you and your family, and go Jets.
Thank you, Charles. Send our best to your mom and to Dennis.
And my dad, yes, thank you.
You got it. Thanks, Charles.
Hi, I'm Charles, and I'm going to talk about Spider-Man and movies and sports and video games and maybe hot chicks.
Man, I thought he was going to put it on, folks. I tried. There's nothing I like more than Charles Gorman and the Charles Gorman-inspired Jake Asman Show tank top. Sorry, Jeff. I know you were excited.
It's all good. It's all good, Jake.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Comments, questions, super chats. Got about 10 minutes left with Jeff. Let's get to more calls right now. Let's say hello to Rob, the Jet fan, who will be in the building tomorrow night. Hello, Rob.
Look at this guy.
You remember me, Jeff?
Of course I do. How could I not?
You better, buddy.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's good. It's good to see you, Rob. I feel like I haven't seen Rob yet so far in the Wednesday spot. So it's great to see you, Rob.
Yes, first time with you, for sure. But you always have good takes. I like you speak the truth. My score is 24-10 is what I'm hoping. I don't want any of this close game crap. I feel what you're saying, and obviously that could happen. But I don't want any of that garbage. I want to kick this team's ass. I'm tired of these close games and squeaking it, and then people talking about Salah and all that nonsense. Let's have a good, clean ass kicking for Jake's birthday. Right, Jake? And Jake,
up, Rob.
I have a bone to pick with you, Jake.
Uh-oh.
You know, and I better not hear it anymore from now on. I don't hear that the birthday's not a big deal. Your birthday is a big deal. So none of that shit anymore. And now I want you to do something else. Grab that bottle of Hennessy. We're toasting your birthday right now. Come on. Jeff, do you have anything? Anything?
Oh, Christ. All right, hold on.
Buddy. Come on, man. It's Jake's birthday.
Jeff's in Vegas. He better have something.
Yeah, it's your buddy. Come on. Come on.
Let's see what he's coming back.
We got to do this. Let's wait for your son here. But
are you excited, Rob? Are you and Neil watching the game together?
I'm telling you, I'm not superstitious either, but I'm kind of happy that you were, because it ran to my fortune coming to the game. I'm not going to lie. I appreciate that from you and Neil. Neil is the greatest, Neil. That's my capo. That's my grand paisan. He takes care of me.
Rob, I have one request, though. I have one request.
Yes.
1 second, Jeff. So, Rob, because you're going now and you're taking my place and sitting next to Neil, I'm going to need you in the parking lot at L5 to give us a Neil shuffle beforehand.
All right. And you know what? I want to be added on that new thing that you have with Lane Train and Neil doing the shuffle, like the Bushwhackers.
Yeah.
Can they add a third guy in there with me? Is that a possibility or not a possibility?
Yeah. You know what? Let me talk to the man in charge, Mr. Gator.
Let's go.
I love that. I want to be added as the third bushwhacker running in there. Remember that, Jeff? The Bushwhackers from New Zealand.
That's a term I've not heard in a long time there, Rob.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the two wrestlers that used to come in and then he come in like that, same as Neil. But Neil is the man. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you, Jake. Happy birthday! You ready, Jeff? Let's do it.
Cheers, Super Bowl champs.
Birthday, my boy.
Let's go. That's football, baby.
All right.
Let's
go. I should have done.
But
Rob, I will see you tomorrow. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm excited about the game. Jake, just put me on the screen by myself, just for one thing, and I'll let you guys go. I know you're busy. All right, this is for Jake. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jake. Happy birthday to you and many more. Let's go! T-E-T-S! Jets! Let's go, Jets!
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob the Jet fan from Glenhead. That was a scintillating performance.
That was pretty damn good.
No, it really was. Honestly, I should have done this, by the way, as much as I love Henny. So we got a great sponsor, Custom Bourbon Tours, right? Go to their website, custombourbontours.com. Liam was in New York today, so I got a chance to catch up with him earlier, and he gave me some presents here. I got some outstanding wood finished bourbon. So I should have had some of that. I'll have some of that on the post-game show. But shout out to Liam and his team, family-owned business. And you know who Liam knows really well? You're going to get a kick out of this. So he lives in Kentucky now. He grew up in New York, of course. He referees Chad Pennington's kid.
Oh, great.
Who's a stud quarterback. And Chad's the head coach at whatever high school in Kentucky.
Is Chad's kid going to follow in his father's footsteps and end up in Marshall, Jake? Or is he
I don't know.
Be better than Marshall.
We better draft Pennington's kid, though. That's all I'm going to say.
That would be a full circle moment, wouldn't it be?
Need it. All right, couple more for Jeff, and then we'll say farewell. Let's check in with Mr. Weed. Hello, Mr. Weed.
Happy birthday, Jake.
that shot is great.
Thank you, Mr. Weed. Let's see what we got here.
Happy birthday.
Where did you get that photo of me?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to, Jake.
I think I kind of want the answer to this one.
I don't remember. I have screenshots of everybody. Everybody's worried about Charles. Don't worry, guys. I got it covered.
Well, Weed, I want to thank you. Oh, wait, hold on. I just saw you switch.
I got it covered. Charles has a beard.
Oh, my God.
Don't worry, boys. We're going to win.
Weed, I hear you're going to the game tomorrow. I spoke with Nick.
I am going to the game. I am, Nick. Man, he's the best. He is awesome. He's a total prick, but he's a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Can't wait, dude. That place is going to explode, dude. It's going to be louder than it's going to be louder than Monday night last year, dude. It's going to be wild. I can't wait for it.
Are you going to bring the noise, Weed?
Am I going to what?
You're going to bring the noise, the energy, the passion.
Of course, Jake. I'm going to be yelling at everybody. It's going to be awesome.
I love it. I just don't want you to be too high, Weed. The weed might mellow you out a little bit.
That's never something to worry about, Jake. I'm pushing over little kids. I'm beating up old ladies. It's going to be a good time. Call me King George III because I want to see dead Patriots on tomorrow night, dude. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. I can't wait.
Weed, thank you. That is a good line.
I did not anticipate that, Jake.
That's the line of the show. Good luck topping that.
That one.
I want to see. Call me King George because I want to see dead Patriots tomorrow. That is tremendous. Wow. That's an all-timer. Weed.
All-timer indeed.
I'm going to steal that. I wish I was on the radio tonight. That's big. Love that. Ladies and gentlemen, more calls right now before we say goodbye to Jeff. It looks like the Jets Brain Trust is on the line, and they want to call into the show today. NYJ, what do we got?
Hey, Jake. Aaron here. Just wanted to take a few moments to celebrate your birthday. It's a great day, and I speak for all of us.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Jake. Even though it's kind of tough on me every now and then, I do wish you well. Have a happy birthday, I guess.
Great show, Jake. I try to watch it when I'm working out at the gym. I like that guy, Gary, but not the more so his wife.
Yeah, Gary's wife is great. All right, so let's sing a quick song to him. Ready, guys?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jake Asman. Happy birthday to you.
Let's go, Jets.
Thanks, guys. Wow. How about that? Rodgers, Douglas, Salah. Nice of them to call in on the eve of a game. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
There's actually a lot more hair in that shot than I expected there.
Also, hearing Robert Saleh talk about Gary and his wife. Now that was not something I had on my bingo card.
No, I did not either. Did not have that either.
Do you have time for one last call, Jeff?
I got one last caller for you, my man. Of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, you had to end with this guy, right? He's been a part of some forever moments. You were a part of one of those forever moments. We say hello to V-Man.
It's time for V-Man to talk about Puerto Rico and his Puerto Rican roots.
So what's up? I mean, I already, happy birthday again, Jacob. I don't know if you missed this, Jeff. I sang him happy birthday all in Spanish.
Feliz cumpleaños a ti, right?
Yes, cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños, cumpleaños feliz. Yeah.
At least actually, I had 7 years of Spanish that I through my middle school years. Actually, at least that stuck me, man. At least that stuck.
Yeah, no. Oh, you probably got more stuck in your head than I did in 2 years of Spanish class.
That's fair. That's definitely fair.
Yeah, no, but I agree. I agree with the earlier take. That was a really good line. Dead Patriots. I mean, like I said, I don't know what else you could say, really. I mean, that we're Jets, that you want to see the Jets unload an airstrike on the Patriots. That's probably the other best line I could think of, but man, it's gonna be a fun game.
Mr. Weed on that line, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I know I'm not gonna even. I know. No, I'm not. I mean, yeah, no, I'm not gonna beat him. Yeah, I'm not gonna beat him on that. And is Hector bashing me in the chat again? Because I just see
man, if you call in every time and say, "Is Hector bashing me?" I'm gonna start bashing you. Who cares about what this Hector guy, who's obviously trolling you, thinks about your phone calls?
No, it's not. No. Yeah, I guess you're right. I should probably just ignore him. But
probably.
Jake, wait a second here. Remember, we have the Parles versus Bonesy charity. Well, I'm making it a charity flag football game now. Apparently, is Hector versus V-Man the undercard for that now?
At this point, we might need to add it to the undercard. I can't. I mean, V-Man, we'll give you an opportunity to go toe to toe with Hector in the ring. You in?
I don't know. I'll have to consider it.
Okay.
Right, but what's the injury? Let me guess what the injuries are up for the game. Everybody who I think is out is probably out, right?
Well, why don't we do this, V-Man? There's this thing called the rewind button. So if you tuned in late and you ask a question about the first thing we covered, because that's the title of the video that you're watching, maybe rewind and you see what we said.
Then I'm gonna, look. Sorry about that.
Maybe Jake is actually Hector. Maybe that's the case. If we're getting
I'll
spoil it for you, V-Man. Hassan Reddick is not playing tomorrow night. If you,
I know that one, right? Look, injuries are not. We just got to come out here and put the Patriots down. Whatever we got to put out there this is just a game. Because look, you ended the losing streak last year, but you got, like I said earlier in the earlier show, you got to remind them what their place is now. You got to remind them that they're the base.
Did we lose V?
I think we did.
V-Man, thank you. V-Man is here. How we feeling?
Hi, as a kite.
God. All right. That was an experience. Jeff, this flew by as it always does when you join every Wednesday. I appreciate it, man. Let's get a win tomorrow night, and we'll go from there. We'll get 10 days to get ready for Bo Nix and Sean Payton, baby.
Oh boy, again this will hopefully be fun tomorrow night, Jake. Again, this is a game if you're as good as you would think they are, you win this game handily. So, hope for the best. Enjoy yourself, Jake. Enjoy yourself out at Jet Life Stadium tomorrow night.
You will be missed, Jeff. When people ask about you, I'm going to say you're a good guy, good family man.
I will be live I will be live about 5 feet from where I am right now. So I'll be in good shape.
Good luck. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, of course.
Jeff Parles, weekly spot. Make sure you guys follow him on social. Watch his show. Does an excellent, excellent job talking everything, but on this show, talking all things Jets. All right, some super chats here. Let's get caught up. Thank you to Jer, who says, going to my first home game tomorrow. Any tips you can give me for best parking? Well, try and park near where your tailgate is. That'd be the best piece of advice I could give you. I mean, some people like to park a little further so they could just kind of get in their car and then leave quicker. But, I mean, it's all personal preference. I no longer am driving to the game, so I don't know. Although that's not true. I guess I'm getting a ride to and from, but I'm not personally driving, as I've done in the past. J-Quest checks in with a $20 super chat. J-Quest, I salute you, sir. Thank you. Happy birthday, Jake. Thank you for all you do for us. I appreciate it. By the way, J-Quest does not have a membership right now. If someone gifts J-Quest a membership, I'll send you a hat from the merch store. Dano says, who rocks the denim jacket better, Dre or V-Man? Excellent question. Excellent question. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll always cut the line on the show. I added a show to Patreon earlier. I gave an exclusive one to Patreon yesterday, so that's up if you join. And I released a show early for Patreon users. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Check it out. $5 a month, less than a cup of coffee. Includes 15% off every item in the merch store. So if you plan to buy any Jake Asman merch, you're going to save more than $5, and thus you're getting a free month of Patreon anyway. Discord access. If you want information about events going on for Jet fans going to London, you're going to want to be in the Discord. We're going to have a lot of info coming in the coming weeks. Book my flight today. LO Gubna, pip, pip, cheerio. I'm headed to London, baby. It's all happening. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Castro getting in on the membership parade. Let's go, Peter.
Yeah, here we come, baby. Here we come. Here come the Jets, baby.
Mike Kopp, Mr. Swag McMuffin, T. Rivera, Big Green, Canuck Jets, Willie D, The King Does, Matt Melio, Red John, Jay Meltz. You are all officially as Maniacs. Shout out to Peter, man. You're a good guy, Peter. I appreciate you. 10 memberships, a $50 super chat. Peter Castro's giddy after one Jet win. Who would have thought? David D says, Jake, what about the Taco Bell commercial? Could someone send me what commercial Bobby Midnight's referring to? I want to see if this guy looks like Purple Belt Mike or not. Once again, though, props to Peter. He's the man. Dorino says, happy birthday to my cousin from another aunt. Much love from Houston, brother. Dorino, miss you, man. Thank you. Miss everyone in Houston. I feel like I missed a super chat, so let me just get caught up here. There's a lot happening. Don't see it. All right, I think we're good. Let's get the more of your calls right now. Let's say hello to Jet Set for Life. Hello, Jet Set.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, for right now.
What's going on, man?
Where are you headed?
Oh, I need to know something. How many memberships do I need to get you to get that extra tickets you got?
I already gave it away to a hardcore Jet fan who's done a lot for my channel behind the scenes. So I don't have any extra tickets.
All right. That's cool. All right, so
is that all you got? Where are you
I'm
driving
all
to?
CJ and DJ. I hope we do that. And
Where are you? What's happening here?
Where am I? I'm near the Rutgers dock. That's the Raritan River right there.
What are you on? A motorcycle?
I'm on an e-bike.
An e-bike. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got the front camera on.
Nice. You got the Rutgers theme too. Have you met Nate Nate before? You guys should bike ride.
Yeah, I know. I wish they would put a helmet on, man. It'd be safe outside. But I'm excited. Everybody got tickets. Please turn up. Act out. Motivate the team. Give them that energy. JETS, Jets, and salute to all my brothers and sisters in arms.
Jet set. Appreciate it. What a call. I saw this comment here from Hunter. This program never seems to fail. No, it never will. We have the best listeners. Not just something I say, I believe it. You will not find a radio show, a podcast, a talk show that has the characters we do. He has maniacs. It's impossible. And now I want everyone to picture this, all right? The Asmaniacs all together at a tailgate as a jersey is being lit into flames.
Thursday night.
I mean, enough said. L5 tomorrow. 6:30 projected start time for the burn. And I'll say this. If you're a hot female, there's a good chance they're going to ask you to be the lighter fluid woman. I've seen it done. So get ready. It's going to be wild. All right, more calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy doesn't call in a lot. So I don't typically get to play this to introduce him. But the time is now.
Is this Mike D's nuts?
It is indeed Mike D's nuts. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, brother? I just want to say happy birthday to you, man.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the support you give to my channel and the listeners. So you're the best, Mike. Really appreciate it.
So I want to touch on two things. Superstitions.
By the way, the beard looks great. I have to throw that out there first.
Bro, I've been growing this since training camp. I said I'm not going to shave it till we win the Super Bowl. So
you did a nice job, though. Like, you keep it nice and tight. It's well kept. Well done.
Yeah, man. I got the grays coming in, so we're good. So superstitions. So I pick a jersey. I wear a jersey during the game. Game wasn't going too good on Sunday. So I took the Rodgers jersey off. I threw it on the back of the couch. As soon as I did that, the offense turned around. I was like, all right, so I can't wear a jersey. And that happens all the time, man. Like, it's like, all right, let me take the jersey off, put it on the back of the couch, just drape it over there. They came alive. They started doing their thing. I'm like, all right, so I got to do this from now on. Like, I'm big on superstitions. I know you do the whole umbrella thing. Whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I will say, I'm guessing for tomorrow's game, 17-10.
Low scoring.
I don't think it's going to be. I mean, I got to give respect to the Patriots defense. I'm not going to just look them over. I think it's a 17-10, low scoring game. I do like the whole thought of them coming out passing, but I think at the end of the day, that two-headed monster in the backfield of, Hall and Allen are going to be the key to the game.
Look, I think if they could get a lead early, it could be a lot more than 17-10, because I think you force the Patriots to have to throw and basically get away from their game script of like, hey, run the ball control, keep Rodgers on the sideline. Then I think it could get out of hand. If the Jets start slow and they're lethargic again, you're going to keep New England in the game, and their defense will play with confidence, and that's where it could get a little dicey. But I do think there's such a significant talent advantage. I think the Jets, if it's close at the half, they pull away in the second half.
I mean, we act like this defense is terrible. They gave up 17 and 32, so that's what, 49 divided by 2. So they gave up, 20-some points a game, and Aaron Rodgers is there behind center. So if they can calm the defense down a little bit, I think we'll be just fine.
Someone wrote, John, a great comment. Send Mike a Reddick jersey to throw on the couch.
Fuck that.
Hopefully he gets signed. I'll take that much.
I think he will during that whole 10-day kind of mini bye that we have. But he's still not going to be ready for a couple weeks, you know? It's still going to take a couple weeks for him to be in game shape. So you ain't going to see him till like week 6 or 7. And then what do you got at that point?
Who knows? I have been wrong about this every step of the way. I never thought we'd get here. So it's just crazy.
I mean, to lose that amount of money, what, $8 million at this point? 6, 7,
About to be
8
9. About to be 9 tomorrow.
That's fucking nuts, man, because you're not going to make that money back.
No.
You're not going to make that money back regardless of what contract you get. You're not making that money back. So it's a game of, you know, who's going to blink first, which makes no sense.
It does not. It
So,
does not.
But I just wanted to get on and say, brother, I appreciate you. I love you. Happy birthday. I hope you have the best birthday ever. JETS, yes, man. Go, brother.
Mike, you're the best, but you know how this works. The only way it's the best birthday ever if the Jets win tomorrow night.
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike D's Nuts.
Bang! Thank you, Mike D's Nuts, for another gifted membership.
There he is, the great Mike D's Nuts. Hit the like button for Mike D's Nuts. And then hit the Mike D's Nuts emoji if you're an official Asmaniac. Lucas Ford writes in, figured it out, Jake. It's Pete Davidson in the commercial. He's not bald, though. His hair has just dyed. All right. I guess Bobby confused Pete Davidson for Purple Belt Mike. What do you think about that, Jet Set?
Jake.
Yeah, man. What's going on? Huh?
I'm at Johnson & Johnson. I want to ask Woody what's going on with Reddick, bro.
Let us know what he says, all right?
Yeah, I'm about to ask the security guard to get the number to Woody Johnson.
All right. We'll work on that for you. Thank you, Jet Set. Jorge Perez with a super chat. When I first saw this on my monitor to my right, I looked really quick. I just saw Jorge P. I thought it was an O. I thought it was like Jorge Posada just wished me a happy birthday. But no, it's Jorge Perez. He's a longtime listener. I appreciate it, Jorge. Thank you, my friend. F the pass is right. Without question. All right, more calls right now. Kyle Clifton is next. Hey, Kyle.
What's going on, Jake? Happy birthday.
Thank you, my friend.
So with all these injuries, I really think that the Patriots are super vulnerable this week. We had some guys that had really good camps against second and third tier offensive linemen, like Tack, and I think that they're going to. And we saw that Will had a bit of a coming out party the other day. I think they're going to really feast against some of these guys that are a little bit banged up or out. I'm not so worried about our pass rush this week, and then our attention will turn to the guy that has not shown yet next week. But I like the Jets 27-17 tomorrow night. I think that's the way it's going to go. The defense is going to be on them all day, and I think that Rodgers will have increasing efficiency and will win somewhat comfortably.
27-17. Sign me up. I can see it. I think that's a totally fair. I think if the Jets can't hold them to under 20, something has gone horribly wrong.
I'd say so. Are you a bourbon enthusiast?
I am, yeah, especially the ones that Custom Bourbon Tours continues to send me.
A good house bourbon is Four Roses. I like to have that around just for whatever. And my favorite premium, a little bit uptick in cost, is Eagle Rare. Have a good day, Jake.
Kyle Clifton, ladies and gentlemen, one of the all-time greats. I believe I'm playing him in fantasy this week in the Circuit League. I still got to figure out how to get a tight end because both my tight ends are hurt. Tristan says, I sent a video mention to you on Twitter. I got to be honest, Tristan, my mentions are just a disaster today. I couldn't even tell you. I must have missed it, but I appreciate it. I'll look for it after the show. Coops writes in with a super chat. Happy birthday. Thank you, Coops. How's your fiance doing, by the way? She's still all in on the Jets, or have you basically made her sick of it? I don't know. Besides a win, what would you ask your good friend Aaron Rodgers for as a gift from tomorrow's game? What would I ask for? If I could get anything from Aaron Rodgers, 6 touchdowns and 700 yards. What I think is a realistic ask? 250, 3 touchdowns. Win the game, man. I think Aaron's going to have a big night tomorrow. I do. I think he's up for it. I think it actually has worked out to the Jets' benefit that he has been able to play these 2 games on the road, shake off the rust, and still have moments where he looks like vintage Rodgers. Like the game-winning drive was sensational against Tennessee. So I think he has a big night, and I think he comes out and he throws early in this one. They're gonna switch it up. They're not gonna just do run pass tomorrow to start this game. I'd be shocked. Not after the comments Aaron made yesterday. He said it would be a boondoggle to keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. So I'm expecting this offense to throw. First play of the game, give me a bomb to Mike Williams. Even if it's incomplete, you set the tone. So I would love to see that. Uno Jets with a super chat. Maybe Reddick's hurt. Doesn't make sense to lose money like that. Happy birthday, Jake. I mean, if Reddick is hurt, then none of this makes any sense. Like, what injury does he have? I don't subscribe to that theory. It doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't he just show? I don't get it. The Jets, unless he has like a torn ACL and he's not telling anyone, why wouldn't he show up? Sco, happy birthday, my Virgo brother. I guess I'm a Virgo. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Comments, questions, super chats. Keep sending them in. Appreciate everyone for the birthday love. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. It is going to be a wild one at MetLife. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. I'll never, ever, I think, be in a better atmosphere than what week 1 was last year for anything. I think tomorrow night's going to be special, though. More of your calls right now. Let's say hello to David Aaron in Israel. What's up, David?
How you doing, Jake? Happy birthday.
Thank you, my friend. I got the same mug you got right there. Love it.
All right. Feeling very smart, drinking from my Jake Asman cup.
My man. I appreciate it. You got the hat on, too. You're the best. Thank you.
And the shirt.
Wow. Look at you. David, you're the man.
All right. Just one question. Is there any way that we can utilize Kansas City's shortage on running backs to stock our defensive line?
I don't know who they have that they would trade would be the thing. So you trade them Israel Abanikanda, I'm guessing?
Abanikanda, Davis, and then you go to their depth. Go to their depth chart. Take the second or the third guy online, and hope he's a starter. You know,
I don't hate the idea, David. I don't know the Chiefs D-line well enough to know if there's anyone that would make sense to acquire in a trade.
All right. Thanks, Jake. I'd love to give a Jets chant, but it's really late here, and my neighbors would be very upset to hear my Jets chant. Maybe sometime other time.
So what time does the game start for you tomorrow night?
You don't want to ask.
Oh, God. So you watching live, or you're going to try and record it and wake up and watch it?
I'm not going to put on film no, it didn't happen. It wasn't me. It was someone else. No. Happy birthday, Jake.
Thank you, David. Good luck, man. I have such immense respect for the international fans who are watching these games. I mean, it's crazy. It was so funny at dinner the other night talking with Craig from Australia, who's Craig in Midtown for the week. Like the typical Jet game for him, like the Monday night opener last year, for example, was like a Tuesday morning at the office for them. They watched it at work. It's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Rick Kent, who will be joining us in London, writes, happy birthday, Jake. Rick, you're the best, my friend. Looking forward to meeting you in person across the pond. Let's see. Everyone, Jay Quest watched the second half shirtless. Thank you, Jay Quest. Clancy with an Asmaniac super chat. Happy birthday, Jake. Hope you're having a great B-Day. Let's go Jets tomorrow. Can't wait to see everyone. JETS, Jets. Let's go, Asmaniacs. At this point, I think it's better to ask who in the chat is not going to the game tomorrow than who is going to the game. So I feel like everyone is going to the game. It's going to be wild. At least everyone who's in the New York area that can make it, I mean. Crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerome the Packer fan is up next. Hey, Jerome.
What's going on there, buddy? Happy birthday there, Jake. Happy
Thank you,
birthday,
Jerome.
man.
Thank you.
May God bless you and you have many more. Yes, this is gonna be a good week for Rodgers and the Jets. I suspect that he's gonna have a field day throwing it because if you notice, each game Rodgers is progressing with that offense and he's getting comfortable with things. And I suspect that you guys are gonna see things like how Andrew Fialco and you guys are breaking down film and all the plays that were left out there. Rodgers noticed those too. And if he gets in any formation and those same looks show itself in the game, he's going to take them. I expect you guys to come out flaming. Because Rodgers himself even said he wanted to start fast. So you know what kind of game he's looking to have. I suspect that y'all going to have 4 touchdowns and a field goal. That's 31 points. The Patriots ain't going to score more than 16. That's what I got for you, man. Happy birthday, man, and enjoy the game.
Jerome, you're the best, my friend. I hope you're right. I think the offense wakes up tomorrow. Not that they haven't been good so far. I mean, who am I as a Jet fan to talk about scoring 3 touchdowns in the first 2 games? But I don't think they've scratched the surface of what they could be. I think Garrett Wilson has a big night tomorrow. I do. I'm excited. Your best players, you need them to play at their best in prime time, especially. I think Garrett is a big game player. We saw that in the opener last year. He had one of the greatest catches a Jet player will ever make. Unreal. We're going to get a big atmosphere tomorrow, no doubt. I got open phone lines for anyone who wants in. We're about 90 minutes into the show, so I'll extend the show a little while longer. We got Nick Faria joining us tomorrow on his weekly spot. It's all happening, folks. It is all happening. You know, it's funny. I always think back to that Garrett Wilson catch a year ago, and I think about Fialco's film breakdown from it, the stuff of legends. Andrew Fialco is on hold, so let's go to Andrew, who's up next. Hello, Andrew.
Hey, Jake. The chat keeps blowing up with these Zach Wilson truthers, so I want to show you some film on this guy to help tell the story. Okay, let's start with this pass to Garrett Wilson. Here's against the Bills. You can see if I stop it here. Zach has a clear shot at Garrett with nobody in his face. Play it forward a bit. Garrett is fighting off the defender here, but single coverage. Stopping here, you see how even a 6-year-old blind albino alligator could have thrown this in a better spot. Thank God, Garrett is a friggin' stud as he makes the catch, allowing Zach to celebrate like he helped the team win a Super Bowl. Here, Garrett tells the ref, "Hey, ref, did you see how fucking horrible that throw was and I still caught it? Disgusting." One more film breakdown here as we see Zach returning from the sideline, unable to navigate himself with any success, back to the huddle. Thankfully, his teammates were there to help him up off the ground, but unfortunately for Zach, they chose to not help him. Zach's ass had a large bruise that took a while to heal, although his mom's friend gave him some aloe to rub on the buttocks, and that helped a little. Next week, I'll have a full film breakdown of Cole Thompson's scooter crash from the combines. Thanks for having me, Jake. Gator sucks.
Oh my God. Well, thank you for that film breakdown, Andrew.
Dude.
Great job.
I was waiting. I was like, one day I've seen those before. I'm like, Gators got to get me one on more of these. Oh, Gator. That was damn good.
Gator being Gator, folks. And by the way, for those who didn't get to see Fialco's breakdown yesterday, it was excellent. I think I got more comments about Fialco's film breakdown yesterday than anything we've ever done with him. And he's done a great job. Fly by Night writes in, "What's your favorite birthday cake? Happy birthday, Jake." Thank you, Fly by Night. So I like regular, just standard birthday cake, chocolate cake. I'm a big fan of. But if I can only pick one type of cake, I'm taking ice cream cake. Give me a Carvel ice cream cake, and I'll call it a day. That's my favorite. All right. Me and Charles Gorman, we love Carvel. David Cattell says, happy birthday, my friend. Let's use Mike more. I'm confident he'll win the deep 50-50 ball. Stack the box. Force Jacoby to beat us. Pat's O-line is in shambles. You're right. Let's see what a Mike Williams anytime touchdown bet is looking like right now. Why do I have a feeling maybe I was 2 games off? Remember I said I had a feeling in the or in the Monday Nighter against the Niners, Mike Williams was going to find the end zone? Well, I didn't realize they were only going to have 20 minutes of possession and he'd barely play. But maybe I was just a little off. When I said opener, maybe I meant home opener. So let's see if I can place that bet right now. Let's see what we got. Little Jets, Pats. Anytime touchdown scorer. Let's see. Mike Williams plus 370. Anytime touchdown scorer. $10 to win 47. I just placed it. Done. I'm in. I am officially in. 261 likes, 400 people watching. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. People are probably like, what does that mean? Why do I need to like the video? The way YouTube plays the game is it rewards the shows, the channels that get likes. It shows your show, your videos to more people. That's it. So it's the algorithm. So like and subscribe, comment. Plus, if you want a membership, it's randomly gifted to the people who interact with the show the most. So that's why. Hopefully that makes sense. What do we got here? Rick Kent says Carvel ice cream cake is my favorite too. It really is tremendous, Rick. There's no doubt. Salem, how many snaps will Mike be projected to play? I think it depends how many plays the Jets get tomorrow, right? I mean, Rodgers wants to run 70 plays. He said that in his interview this week. So if they're going to run 70 plays, what does that look like? I mean, Mike Williams played 65% of the snaps this past week. He played 37 of 57. Can we get Mike Williams up to 75% this week? Let's say the Jets do run. Let's say they run 65 plays. Can Mike Williams play in 50 of them? I mean, I could see that. Sarah says, I want to try this ice cream cake. Well, Sarah, you're going to have to come to the United States of America, baby. Do they not do ice cream cake in Australia? Maybe they just don't have Carvel in Australia. That probably makes more sense. Sarah, next time Craig is here in America, which is basically his second home at this point, sneak in his suitcase and join us. Matthew says, membership, yes, please. Make sure you turn on gift receipts. Someone might make it rain. More of your calls right now. I can already tell this is going to be a struggle bus with the internet. He is grainy. He is choppy. He is tough to see. But when this guy calls in, sometimes we have to throw all the rules out the window. And we have to say, to quote Bill O'Reilly like 15 years ago, F it, we'll do it live.
The only thing better than all them shoes is Joey D, cause he totally rules. Jake, my brother, I'm high as a kite. I love everybody. Damn, this show is crazy.
Mr. Bonesy.
Yo, I'm breaking Jake Asman etiquette scene. I'm doing this while I'm driving. I have a very special person here who wants to sing you happy birthday. Actually, a couple people. So hopefully I don't sound too bad on my phone, but here we go. You guys ready? Yeah. Hit it. Happy birthday to you. Come on, guys. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jakey. Happy birthday to you. Well, it sounded better when we were practicing. Lola was actually getting really into it. Solo, you want to, Lola, you want a solo shot? Go ahead, sing, girl.
Hi, Lola. Aw.
Go ahead, Lola, sing to him. She's being shy. She's being shy.
Ah, it's okay. I love the Bonesy family. They're my favorites.
Well, one day away. It's Jake's birthday. Doesn't get much better than this. All right, you guys ready to do a Jets chant now? Are we going to redeem ourselves, Bonato family, Bonesy family? What do you mean, I guess? Let's do this shit! J-E-T-S, Jets! Best I can do.
Bonesy, that's amazing.
See you tomorrow, brother.
Thank you, Bonesy. I can't wait to see you. That was tremendous. Father of the Year stuff right there. Let me tell you, there was nothing better than seeing Mr. Bonesy, his beautiful wife, Dana, and the 3 young Bonesy children for 10 minutes at training camp in July. They showed up, they sat down, and then they left because it was so damn hot and the kids were having none of it. But it was great to see them. Also, let me see. I thought I missed a super chat. Maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. All right, we'll continue. Jaden is up next on our show. Hello, Jaden.
Yo, what's up, Jake? I was the one that sent you the college lecture message today.
The what message?
When I wished you happy birthday during my lecture.
Oh
That was
yeah.
me.
Okay.
But now I can call in. So I wanted to say.
Well, hold on. I have some questions for you. You look like
Yeah.
you look like you're in a college dorm room. Am I right?
No, this is my house. This is my parents' house. I go to community college.
Okay. So where do you go to school? Let's hear the backstory, Jaden.
So I went to school where I live, Rutherford High School. Then I graduated. Then I went to Bergen Community, which I'm going to right now in New Jersey.
Awesome, man. Love it.
I think I live like 5 or 10 minutes away from the stadium, which is sick.
Are you gonna be there tomorrow night?
Me and my brother were thinking about it because we were supposed to go with our dad, but then he canceled, and then now we're thinking about it. I hope I can go because I want to meet you like in person. Me and my brother love your show.
Thank you. Well, I'll tell you what. If not tomorrow, there'll be other opportunities. But hopefully, you can make it tomorrow. All right. You got to be there. If you live that close and you can find a way to get a ticket, use my promo code on SeatGeek. I'll save you $20. What's
the code?
Jake Asman. Just download the SeatGeek
that's
app.
it?
That's it, man. Just use it at checkout. There you go. It's $20 less than what you were going to pay.
Oh, so then it's 80. Okay, that's cool. Now I wanted to talk about one take that I had. So my people can find this as a hot take, but I feel like Jamie Sherwood brings more of the defense than CJ Mosley.
For maybe certain situations he does. I'm not poo-pooing a ledge in that quick. I think Mosley's been hurt this year, right? I think he's been banged up. And Sherwood provides speed. He's better in coverage than Mosley, there's no doubt. But so much of like what the Jets want to do is funnel through CJ Mosley, getting them in the right spots. I still think there's a lot of value in that. You need him in the run game. But in obvious passing situations, I think you want to see Sherwood on the field a lot more because he's a lot faster and agile than Mosley is at this stage of his career.
And I wanted to, like, what's your take? Like, do you think Joe Douglas is gonna now have to go find somebody in free agency, not since Reddick's being hard nosed and not like doing anything?
I think if he never shows, or we get to just a point where something happens, they probably need to add someone. I mean, there's not a ton out there. Yannick Ngakoue is a free agent. Could you maybe trade for Jadeveon Clowney if the Panthers continue to suck? Maybe down the road, JFM's available in a trade. You bring him back. I don't know. I mean, I think they're going to need to do something because I don't think they have enough right now, personnel wise, to still be a top 5 defense without Reddick and JJ.
Yeah. And then one more thing. I forgot. I was watching your show like on my TV, but I forgot if you told me your prediction. What was your prediction for the game tomorrow?
I like the Jets. Justin Pugh asked me this on his show. I think I'm trying to be consistent because I changed my answer and I forget. I think I said 27-13 Jets. I think that's what I went with.
I think I gotta go 2017. Very, very close. Very close.
So you think it's a tight one? You better be there, man. We need the energy from you.
Oh my god, dude! I hope I come because I will actually fire up the whole entire tailgate. I swear to God.
We need it, man. We need it. All right, Jaden. Well, tell your brother I say hello and thank him for the support as well.
Hey, nice to meet you, Jake.
You got it, Jaden. Hopefully I'll meet you tomorrow. If not, at another game soon. If you're around Friday night, come hang out with Beningo and I. Hackensack Brewing Company, baby. Who needs a house out in Hackensack? Dom C in the house. Thank you, Dom. Appreciate the birthday wishes. Give me a good fudgy to whale. I'm in. All right, last chance to call in on game day eve. Jake Asman birthday game day eve. Let's throw up the weekly guest schedule again. We've done everyone this week so far. Tomorrow, Nick Faria will be at 10. Friday morning, we're doing Joe B again. Twice in the same week, Joe B. And then Friday afternoon, Fireman Ed will join us fresh after his 65th birthday tomorrow night. And then Boy Green's coming on Saturday now. So the who's who of weekly guests, we're getting them all in. We're just adjusting on the fly due to the fact the New York Jets are now playing their third game in 11 days, which is absurd. All right. Rapid fire style. Some calls to wrap. Monty's first. Hey, Monty.
Hello, how are you? I didn't realize this would be this. Anyway, so how's it going? Long time listener, you're great. I'm just glad you exist now because like back in the day we only had like radio and stuff. So I'm just glad YouTubers doing this stuff exist. So it's a lot of fun.
Thank you, Monty. I appreciate it. You're first time caller?
Yes, first time I've called anything except for like I called Beningo once in 1995 or whatever. You know. I just wanted to call because I think I have kind of a different strategy for this whole Reddick thing, and I think like looking at the Jets schedule, like what we've done in the past is like when we're in this position, we pay through the nose right away, and we're like, okay, we're desperate, we pay through the nose. But looking at the schedule, we have 3 games we should win if we're a Super Bowl team. We should win the next 3 games with or without Reddick. So if I was Joe D, even though Reddick's agent is probably burning my phone now, I chill. I see what I have with the young guys. I see where the team's going. If we kill the next 3 teams, I sign Reddick right away. And I'm like, we have a Super Bowl team. If we, depending on what happens, if, someone gets hurt or we look shitty, like, sorry. But if we look bad, that kind of thing. So it's like, I feel like a measured approach here would be the best as far as like contract and future and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think there's a balance to it. I don't hate the take. I think you just need Reddick, though, because you want him in your building. Even if you're playing teams you should beat without him, like he needs the game reps, man, because you're like when you sign him, he's not going to be Hassan Reddick right away. He might not be ready right away. And then it's going to take him probably 2 or 3 games to start to resemble the player that he's supposed to be when they got him. So the sooner they get him, the better. And the best time to get him is now because then he gets 10 days to get ready for Denver.
That's true. I can't argue with any of those points at all. I'm afraid that like we're gonna overpay for a guy that doesn't seem like he really wants to play. And
one thing I think Joe Douglas won't do is overpay. Like
That's true.
he doesn't do that. Like give me the free agent he signed where he gave like a ridiculous, Tremaine Johnson level contract that his predecessor did.
That's true. I love JD. So yeah, no, that's great. That's all I had to say. Thank you so much. I don't want to take too much of your time and no, it's great stuff. Great stuff.
Thank you, Monty. Now, before you go, that helmet behind you, that Jet helmet, is that a full size?
Oh yeah.
What does that
full
cost?
Size. That was so I bought that. Unfortunately, I bought that 2 years ago when they changed to the logo. That's not great. That was $239, I think.
Wow.
But I was able to. But it's an official helmet. And I kind of splurged on it. As you get older, you're just like, I want the real thing, whatever. So I could put it on my head, which is kind of cool, but I don't. But like,
when was the last time you put it on your head?
I put it on my head yesterday when I changed the stickers. So the actual logo of the old helmet was the logo from last year. So I went on eBay and people sell the stickers. So you can just maybe do this. All right.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. What a first call from Monty.
Excuse me. So you can just buy the sticker on eBay and just replace it. So I just replaced it yesterday with the old school logo.
It looks legit, and you can't even tell.
Yeah, it's kind of the same way they do it. They just do it with plastic anyway. The real helmet just had a plastic sticker on it. When I was like, this was so expensive and it should be painted. But in this way, it's better. Then you can also buy the face mask, which I'm not going to do yet. You can also replace it with a white face mask. And so these do last a while, as long as they don't change the green chrome out anytime soon.
Monty, that is excellent. Great job out of you. Call back more. All right, we need more smart, callers like you. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. You guys are great. Have a great day.
Monty, checking in. What a debut call. Big time right there. Rick Kent says, great call. Can't wait for 2053 for you to call it again. That's funny. He was on hold Beningo at 95. That's amazing. Mr. Reality. This guy is very quickly becoming one of the wotes. When will Quinnen dominate again? Donald was double teamed also. Aaron Donald is one of the greatest players to ever live. It's not even fair to compare Quinnen to that. I think Quinnen Williams has actually played well if you watch the film. I think he will have a nice night tomorrow. David Andrews, the Patriots center's banged up. Their guards are hurt. I'm not worried about Quinnen. I'm really not. Let's say hello to James, who joins us now. Hey, James.
Yo, Jake, what's going on? Thanks for having me on again.
What's up, James? Thanks for calling.
Nothing. So pumped for tomorrow. Home opener. My first game back at JetLife Stadium since I moved back from Vegas. I'll see you at L5. I bit the bullet and bought the tickets.
Let's go.
I'll see you tomorrow at L5. Me and my co-host will be there. Super excited. We need a big win. It's a new era. The Bill Belichick era is finally over. We need to set the tone. Let the Patriots know it's no longer their division. Pick up where we left off last year. We need. I missed most of the show today. I apologize. So I don't know what was talked about as far as Reddit goes, but we really need to make a move here. I mean, it's really unfortunate that we're put in this situation, losing JJ. But if we want to be a Super Bowl contender, we want to win late in the season when the games really matter. We need a guy who's going to close out the game. I'd like to see Quinnen move around on the line, maybe see him a little bit more on the D end. For more snaps. We saw a couple snaps already from him at the D end, but we're really not getting enough pressure with the rotation that we have right now, and losing JJ was a big loss for us.
Yeah, well, they got pressure in the second half against Tennessee. Obviously, Will had the 3 sacks, was great at the end, but I agree with you. This is not a top 5 defense right now with the personnel they currently have. Can they be top 10? Yes, but they're not, and this was what I said all summer, too. Everyone just assumed the defense was going to be great. And maybe if they all stayed healthy and they got Reddick, sure. But, the one thing I could say about the defense the last 2 years, who got hurt on this team? Very few injuries to star players. Sure, Al Woods was a role player last year. Nice player. He got hurt. Quentin Jefferson got hurt at the end of the year. But, okay, they had the one game without Reed and Sauce against Philly. But the stars the last 2 years on this defense all played. It was the opposite with the offense. This year, it's been the defense has been banged up, and the offense, for the most part, has stayed relatively healthy. So, it's a year-to-year league in football, and I still think they have really good coaches, and they'll make the best of what they have. But this to me is not a top 3 defense right now. They can still be top 10, but they're going to need to adjust how they play. They're going to need to blitz more. They're going to need to be creative with their scheme going forward.
Yeah, and December and January comes around, and we want to beat teams like the Kansas City Chiefs. What we have right now, I don't think is going to cut it. I think we need a guy who's going to close games out. And like you said in the last call, it'd be nice to win these next couple games without Reddick, but we need him in there getting reps. We need him, assimilating with the play calling and, meshing with the guys, building some chemistry.
1,000%, James. 1,000%. It's, it's gonna be tough, but the offense is really good potentially. We'll see.
Hopefully, I think we're gonna keep building on it. I think Aaron Rodgers is only gonna get better, and I'm excited what we're seeing out of our backfield. I'd like to see them throw the ball a little bit more. Mike Williams getting more involved as he gets healthier and healthier. I think that's going to really open up the downfield and allow Brees to eat later in the game.
100%. James, great call. See you tomorrow. All right.
I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. Have a good one.
James checking in. James, that hat he's got is phenomenal. Let's call it for what it is. Let's see. Super chat from John LG. Thank you, John. Happy birthday, Jake. I hope all your birthday wishes come true, including the JETS Jets victory tomorrow. Thank you, John. Tomorrow night decides whether or not it was a good birthday. Richard checks in. I watched the games. Quinn has sucked so far. I'm hoping he's injured and not lazy.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
See ya. All right. A few more. Steve's up next. What's up, Steven?
Hey, Jake. Thanks for taking my call. I'm a big fan. First time, long time, first time. Heard it was your birthday, so I wanted to make sure I gave you a call for a happy birthday.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate you, man. You're going tomorrow now, right?
What's that?
You're going tomorrow, right?
I am absolutely going to try to be there. Yes, I have tickets. I'll talk to you offline.
Try to be there. You got to be there.
What's that?
Try to be there. We need you there, Steven.
Thank you. I have an off football topic, but it's a good one. It's a football topic, but it's your birthday. Favorite Jet football birthday memory for you, because you're always during the season. I'm a May birthday, so I never really had one. Have you ever? What's your favorite Jake Asman Jets birthday memory?
Yeah, that's a great question. The Jets have actually played on my birthday a couple times, but my favorite memory, they beat the Browns in that crazy Flacco comeback game 2 years ago on my birthday, and that was insane.
On the 18th?
Yep.
That's it?
That
shows how bad.
What have they won in recent years? They've been awful.
Actually, did you hear our record in September in the last
the worst.
15 years?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Our record in any month is
ruined your
terrible.
birthday. That says it all, doesn't it? You're a September birthday. You've been a Jet fan for how long? Like a year or two? And that's your favorite memory. Okay, we got to change. You know what? Tomorrow, can we count it?
We'll count tomorrow if they win.
What?
Well, they're going to win, but I have to
when they win,
yes.
And they win big, and they make up for what was the most historic night that you and I were at last year. And when he comes out, I guess there won't be a flag, but I can't wait. And happy birthday,
Steven. I appreciate you, man. Great call. Great call. Let's see. All right. I think we got time for one more here. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Keith Best will close us out tonight. Hello, Keith.
Oh, my God. I got my Asmaniac shirt on. Look.
Looks good, Keith.
Yeah, that you sent this down to me. Do you have, here's the question of the day. Do you have faith in that we can pull another one off? And I truly, how does this roll? Because you don't know how it rolls. JJ going out, I was like, oh. And then what's the uplift out of this? And how do we keep going? I mean, I've been sick myself. I haven't been on here in a little while. And you just try to put it together. And when you sit back and you watch the Asmaniacs, you watch the leverage. That's the big word of the day, leverage. And we're going to have leverage tomorrow night. and I just believe in it. I don't know where it comes from, but I homage that. And what does that mean? That means you got to believe, just like the old Shea Stadium guy that sat up in the left bleachers and said, you got to believe. And I believe. And I think we will persevere tomorrow to a relevant standpoint of where we go 2-1. That's all I have to say to you, Jake. Happy birthday. I can't wait for you to come down to Miami. I want to take you to Joe Stonecraft for dinner, for your birthday dinner. If we could do that. And that's in South Beach. I hope
I know where it is. I know where it is. Yeah.
I've been there many times.
Keith, I appreciate it, my friend. Thanks for wearing the shirt and for calling. All right, so that was going to be the last call, but I see Fly By Night has snuck in at the buzzer here. Fly By Night, you're actually the last caller. What do you got for us?
All right, well, happy birthday, Jake, again, for the last time.
Thank you.
It's going to be a little hard to sneak a Carvel into L5 without it melting all over my hands, but funny, that's my favorite birthday cake, too. So, I understand. Maybe there's one closer than my house in Connecticut. But, I agree with the last few takes that you were taking about the defense. We definitely could be top 5, but we gotta really show out for this game. This game, I like something you said. I don't know how long ago it was, maybe whatever. But it was, there's not really a point total in this game that could satisfy the hatred that I have for the Patriots. But a W will definitely get it in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see you tomorrow. Me and my dad are coming through, and it's been our birthday sort of a thing to always go to the Jets home opener. It's been my present to myself every year since 2011 when I turned 21.
You poor
And what a game! I know. Well, the first one we went to was in 2011. That was the 10-year anniversary, and I'll never forget my dad when we were walking away from the stadium. Him just going like, "I've been to Yankee games, I've been to all sorts of things, but I've never seen a win like that." And I was like, "Yeah, it's never going to happen again." I said that jokingly. I didn't know how true I was, but but anyways, excited to see you tomorrow. Happy birthday. May both of our wishes come true, and we have one of the most amazing seasons we've ever seen. And let's go Jets.
My man, Sam, looking forward to meeting you and your dad tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, the 2011 opener, that's one of the better regular season games of my lifetime as a fan. Phenomenal. Sanchez with the comeback, Revis with the pick at the end, R.I.P. Joe McKnight, the block punt, Isaiah Trufant returning it. Very eerie when you watch back that play. If you watch back that highlight, McKnight blocks the punt, Trufant scores the touchdown, and they cut to Gandolfini immediately in the crowd. And obviously, he's no longer with us, and neither is Joe McKnight. So on my birthday, I always think about that because James Gandolfini and I share the same birthday. Crazy. That was a great game, man. Plaxico even scored a touchdown in his first game as a Jet. It's wild. And then the best thing to come from that game was the mic'd up afterwards of prime Darrelle Revis shutting down Des Bryant after Des Bryant was torching Cromartie and the Jets early in that game. All right, I said that was going to be the last caller, but we got one more. Ladies and gentlemen, Gator McCluskey's on the line. Hello, Gator.
Hey, buddy. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I got nothing silly for you.
I don't believe you.
No, I honestly don't. One of these days, I'll call in with a Jets take.
You have Jet takes?
I don't need them. I probably watch more of your content and watch it over and over and over, creating these best subs, and I watch the same clip over and over and over. It's like drilled into my head. Sometimes when somebody asks me about the Jets, I find myself just channeling you and saying the same exact thing you said without giving you any credit for it. But
okay.
you deserve the credit because you keep us all entertained, you keep us all engaged in our beloved Jets. And I really wish I was there with you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna try to be a fly on the wall and listen, to all of the content and the live stuff that comes from it. But have a great time, man. Have a wonderful birthday night. Hopefully you're doing something special tonight. And, you're like a brother. I love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. And I'm blessed to know you.
Gator, you are the man, but don't think that we're going to end on a serious note. We can't do that. So I'm about to play something, and then I want you to break down how long this took to actually make.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Not long, because it was sloppy. It was really sloppy.
That's sloppy. That looked good to me.
Yeah, the heads they're not perfect. If it's something that I know might last for a really long time and you'll play it for a long time, I'll keep it going. But I feel like that's just a video for tomorrow, and then we move on to something else.
There's always something on the show, I will say.
Yeah, always inspired by something one of your folks in the chat or somebody that's a guest. There's always inspiration behind everything. So
now, have you started going through the footage of Chiefs fans call during yesterday's show?
No, I'm more than halfway through best of 8, I guess. And it's coming along fine, but it's like an hour and 20 minutes. So I have to cut it down, and it only brings us up to like maybe 2 weeks ago. So I'm really behind on that. There's just so much great stuff. And Lane has quite a few calls on this one that always take a little extra time to bring to life,
The GOAT. The king.
He really is. But yeah, man, I hope you have a fantastic time tomorrow. And my prediction for the game, for what it's worth, is Jets 31, Patriots 17. And let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Gator, you're the man. This channel, this show would not be what it is without you. So, I love you, man. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
You're the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gator McCluskey. And if you guys haven't subscribed to Gator's channel, you're missing out. All right. Type in Gator McCluskey on YouTube right now, or Gator Sports. It comes up. You'll see it, and subscribe. You think the stuff that he does for this show is funny. Wait till you see some of the other stuff. Crazy. Mr. Reality, can you at least watch every Q snap, then see for yourself? I'm not doing this, Mr. Reality. I can't. All right. Quentin Williams is the least of the Jets' problems right now. Fly by night. My goal in life is to get a Gator intro one day. The way to do that is you got to call a lot. And you got to give us a memorable moment. You had a good call today, Fly by night. You're on your way. It takes time. It takes time. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our program. Thank you to Jeff Parles, who joined us for the first hour of the show. Thanks to all the calls, all the super chats, all the members. You guys were awesome. Fun day to be streaming all day on my birthday. We'll celebrate tomorrow. L5 before the Jets mollywomp, destroy, eat the New England Patriots alive. To quote Weed the People, we need to be like King George. What was the line from Weed? Weed, what was your line again? You got to be King George. We want to be like King George and see a lot of Patriots dead. God, whatever Weed said, do that. Someone in the chat will remember, because my memory sucks. Anyway, thank you all for the support. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for making the birthday so much fun. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Join the Patreon if you want a bonus show. 2 bonus shows right now that are available. So check that out. And, of course, get your merch at jakeasman.com. jakeasman.com/shop. That easy to make it all happen. All right. Thank you again to everyone who watched. We're back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. We will be joined in his weekly segment with Jet Beat reporter Nick Faria, and then we'll get us rolling on game day. I'll talk to you guys then. Enjoy your Wednesday, everybody. JETS. Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go, baby.
Allen is back? Whoa! I didn't want to call, but I thought it was necessary today.
I'm more of a comment guy than a call guy. There's a lot of Jet content creators and a lot of regular Jet callers. Chef Kevin, he's a nice guy. He hates 98% of my takes, but that's his prerogative. So yesterday he talked the kumbaya claim that everybody should trust Robert Saleh. Oh, Robert Saleh this and Robert Saleh that. To me, when I watch Robert Saleh, I see a guy who lacks head coaching instincts. Please do not talk to me and other Saleh haters. They are winning games in spite of this coach, okay? The pom-pom Jet fans. I know B-Mac, he's in his own universe. I think he's arguing with himself 90% of the time. I get a lot of the hate throughout a lot of these Jet contents because I speak the truth. This is a loser franchise. I'm sorry to say this to a lot of you pom-pom Jet fans. This team hasn't won shit in my lifetime or in, I'll say 90% of Jet fans who watch these shows lifetime.
I will speak to you in about 2 months.
There's Allen. Wow. He came and he went. I know Jake Asman is definitely going to see that today before his show.
The Dolphins are done. Their season is over. Tua, another concussion. You know why? You need an offensive line, you moron! And then this Mike McDaniel, he has no balls. He has no brains. He is an overrated piece of shit. The worst coach in the league. This team is pathetic, putrid, heartless, gutless, ballless, everything else.
Who was that lovely lady?
That was Carly.
Anyway.
Yep. Charles, I think we talked about you calling in and chewing on the air again. You couldn't wait till after your call to eat, talk to me and then you eat.
Anyway,
this is a great angle for you, Charles. Even better angle. Where are you calling us from?
Burger King in Hope Lawn.
What did you get?
A BK Roy crispy sandwich with Swiss cheese on it. No tomato. About to finish up my fries. I'm about to have a slice of birthday cake.
Very nice. Charles, I think you should give all your takes from this angle moving forward.
Disgusting franchise that masquerades themselves as an NFL football team. I hate this team. I hate them. I hate them.
Scott calling in.
Whoa, what's the matter?
What the hell is that?